back?
Molestation victim. But then I started busting out with these songs, and they just let me do the songs. And
When I first heard him, he was talking about the songs when he was 5. You have to watch his videos. I started watching all his videos because I want to know what songs he has written. He would say something about Britney Spears and someone else. I don't remember.
Ideas for movies, catch lines in movies and stuff like that, and toy ideas and stuff. And yeah, I made a lot of good ideas, so they kept on bringing me back, and I'd come up with more ideas to keep them from bothering me. But little did I know, I was sealing my doom with them, really. Like, because then they started bringing me there every single night, and all these people wanted to meet me after I made a certain amount of songs. They all thought that I had some kind of like super talent. So then all the richest people around, music producers and stuff, all went there wanting songs from me too. It's free songs. I guess somebody gets paid, not me though. Yeah. Well, they do that a lot, not even just with Hollywood. They clone people and get their passwords and stuff, and their business ideas under torture, and the person the next day won't remember what happened at all, just will think they didn't have a dream last night, and they feel sick the next day. They have no recall of it at all unless they want them to. And yeah, but I'm telling all about it. Like some of the things I've seen done there, man. Wow. Oh, and at the Picton farm, he didn't feed all the hookers to the pigs. Some high-profile RCMP, Canadian Mounted Police, and judges and doctors and everything. Some of them are Luciferians, and they wanted to know what human tasted like. So they went to Picton's farm and have a bite.
They wanted to know what humans taste like. Not mankind, humans. There they go again. He is brainwashed to believe that he is human. No, he is not.
Barbecue out in the big warehouse pig farm thing. Just barbecue right out in the middle and fried up a couple hookers.
Wow.
And one of the choicest parts, I guess. And yeah, they ate some of them. I got rid of that house real quick. Like, it's too bad they didn't. They would have seen the screw holes in the corner of the room, the kill room. Man, it's bad. One of his things after he would, well, I know that the cloning center that I go to, the one above ground for the rich people, they like the above ground ones because the underground dumps smell like hospital, right? The cloning center is within 5 hours drive by car in a radius around the Picton farm, because they would speed drive these murder videos from the Picton farm to the cloning station to be watched by everyone at this cloning station. And I remember being there waiting because they said bring another video from the farm, and I timed it, and I even asked them what time it was. Like, kept on asking what time it was because they thought that's what I was doing, like guesstimating the distance. But in a radius of 5 hours around the Picton farm is where it is. So there's a lot of land in that though, but it's most likely in a nature preserve because all that's around this stadium thing is trees. There's no smoke on the horizon even, no air traffic, no nothing. So I pretty much think it's probably a nature preserve somewhere in Canada. Anyway, the vending machines at the place take Canadian change.
So that was that one. Now I want to say this: when he speaks by himself like here, notice there's nothing in the room. Here's another one. There's nothing in the room. I think this is only like 1 minute and 30 seconds long. When he speaks by himself, he appears to have nothing to say. I did watch this one. Donald Marshall, the viral and the reptilian cloning facility experiencing. That is what he called it. Cloning facility. Or cloning center, sometimes he will say. Let's see what he says on this one. Now my machine wants to act like it cannot do it. See? Took forever. Normally does not do that.
Reptilian shapeshifters. The thing that all these people talk about on these conspiracy theories and stuff hints about them in movies and in music and everything. I'll tell you all about them. Yeah, they're about a foot tall. I have it all written down on the Facebook thing. And yeah, I didn't tell everybody about it from the beginning because the beginning stuff about cloning. So I have enough to.
The fuck just happened here? Wow, I swear. What? I'm glad they made it bigger. See the room? There's nothing even in the closet. One little thing. What the fuck is that? No one knows. There's nothing anywhere. As though, what did he do? Clean the room out? Did he rent the apartment? Does he live with no furniture? No. I've seen many videos when no one is in the room. Now he's going to tell us about reptilians. He is a liar right there. Remember, he is under mind control. He might even be a clone himself.
Believe anyway, but these things, it's called the secret of Vril. That's their name, is Vril. They're a foot tall. They're covered in scales. Usually red, but there's some from the Middle East that are black in scales, right? And then there's another kind entirely, and their eyes are slightly different, but they're still on stalks. And yeah, they have gray scales. They're a little bit bigger, a little stronger too, for being small like that. Anyway, yeah,
You listen to how he speaks right here, while he is alone, and he is slurring. He speaks as though he is on some form of a drug. So right here, to me, they are controlling him.
I have to describe it. They drone people in such a way. I have a picture of the ceremony. It's called the demonic possession thing. There's no magical nothing about it. It's all
Show me the picture.
It's a parasitic lizard that it ejects its brain out the top of its head. If it doesn't have anywhere to go, it dies. And so the guys, the drones that are drones already, they hold down the person to make sure. Wiggles in there, and then it does something. It what's it called, sweat, and the all the stuff in the spinal cord comes out the top of it and everything, and it totally takes the person over, makes what's called a drone. Now it's
called a drone.
All over the place. People think that it'll never be.
Now, what he is speaking of, that is what I call when they take your memory and then they put your memory as they want your memory to be. This is what has happened to my children, and they are drones.
Believed or anything, but rich people.
There's the word believe.
And some celebrities and some world leaders and stuff own these things for pets. They all call it the secret of Vril, right? Like Alf, the sitcom, kept them as pets, and Alf ate cats. Well, these things, what they like to eat, I don't even want to say it on video, but their main thing that they like to eat is children. It's true because they don't have vaccinations. And what they do is they like to scare their food too before they eat it because it gets adrenaline in them. And they taste better and they get a slight high.
They like to scare the food before they eat it. So they like to scare the children before they eat them. Isn't that awesome? They mind fuck the children to get the adrenaline running. It makes them taste better. I guess that would, the adrenaline will be the seasoning.
Off of it from eating it. I've seen it done as a clone myself.
See?
The whole REM driven clone thing. Most people get whacked out from MK Ultra and stuff. But they tried to minimize that with me so I could be still good at making these songs and stuff. Like, I don't mention the songs and stuff because I'm not going to say, like, Metallica, Sanitarium, and what's the other one? The Enter Sandman are about REM-driven cloning, and yeah, they call them demons and everything, Oni and gremlins and mimics, doppelgangers, everything like throughout history, and everybody keeps them a secret somehow. And when they didn't keep them a secret, and they wrote stuff down, they destroyed that evidence. So there was some hieroglyphics in Egypt and everything that told all about them, but then they chilled them off and said they were worn away by time. They weren't. They're covering it up, right? There's not a lot of drums that they don't brainwashed. That's what they're saying there. They're talking to me like constantly. Now they left me alone there for a while, but then they brought me back there again, and I thought that they were going to just leave me alone, and I could tell people about this and raise people's awareness about the things and the critters. And but no, they're bringing me back now. Now they're all freaking out. I said, you guys are probably going to get messed up. Think about it. You execute kids to these things, sometimes kidnapping kids, sitting under the things and watching it like a show. Like they're messing me up, right? Out there. But real kids, though, not even just clones.
He said, but they are real kids, not clones. And he knows that they have cloned him.
Clones bad enough, hurts, right? And messes up your heart and stuff, and makes you sick and everything. So I'm not feeling so good now. Anyway, going to keep this short so I can upload it quick. But these things are for tall, right? They set them on their laps out there because as clones, you can sit with them. But if you were to do this in real life, you'd get something like foot and mouth disease, like H1N1, and it gives you warts to handle them and everything.
Maybe this is what is happening to all these people who have all these fucking worms in their heads, their hands, their feet, and then their ass and coming out of their private parts. That shit is nasty.
And it doesn't matter in clone because they recycle to a new clone after so often anyway. RBM driven Mark II ones anyway. So I'm gonna upload this. Hello to everybody that's helping me and everything. Spread this around. Everybody must think that I'm pretty crazy just to do this because I'm probably dead anyway. But yeah, they said that they cut my lifespan in half with like the lifespan of my heart. Everything else is really healthy, but my heart because they sliced it. So they said I'm definitely going to die of a heart attack sometime. And
he's going to die of a heart attack, and they are going to kill him. They will send a drone or a plane or even the sirens around to perpetrate strokes, heart attacks, something when your brain bleeds, I can't think of it right, aneurysms, a high blood pressure stroke, a high blood pressure coma. They can do these things with their drones. They can send a plane over your house to do this shit. They also can send in the sirens.
yeah, there is some way they can bring you back, like a bad negative. I'm hoping that I'm not even conscious of it. But yeah, they want to get me back. I'm kind of the biggest problem they've ever had in centuries. Seriously, I'm not bragging because it's not good. I probably won't live through it. But these little revolve things that stick their things up into people's eyes, you have to kill them all. It's a very imperative thing for the human race. Oh, their mouths. I have to tell you about their mouths quickly before I go. It's a spike on one of their vertebrae behind their mouth. And between the vertebrae, they push down on their heads like if you were squished down your neck. It pushes it down, and then the spike goes ka-dunk. And like it pops out like that, and they can go and shoot it out, and then they sucker onto you with their mouth. It's not like a ganashing thing; it's the blood dart pretty much, and then they sucker onto you and they latch on with the claws. Right? Anyways, I'm telling everybody because they had to bite me out there as a clone all the time for punishment for talking about them and about cloning. So I'm just going to talk about them anyway. So.
I know that's right.
Could be stupid, could not be. No, I don't think it is because everybody has to know about these things. Anyway, up to YouTube. And this is all true, but all real. And secrets out there. Anyway, thanks. I'll be making more videos about them and stuff. I'll draw them and everything. And I'm not a crazy person. I'm not on meds and I don't need meds. Trust me. This is a real deal. These things are real. I stomped them before out there as a clone. And cloning's real too. Bad enough. But yeah, I really gotta get these other things because yeah, it's out of control. So upload them.
The other things that he said that must be killed, the things that have these mouths that hook to you or whatever, that is just some species that they made up. But I guess I see that these things are possibly real and they will and can harm you. Now let's go to her. He speaks about her too. Certain things he says. Tequila admits viral lizards exist. So they have had her under mind control to see these things too. And look at the views. So many people see this shit, but yet you do not hear about it unless you go into cyberspace. So I'm going to click on her. See how fast she came? How slow he came? I'm going to click on her and now he arrived.